talk about this because this is a struggle that I have had with my confidence ever since I can fucking remember. I am a very confident person, but the one thing I'm insecure about is my natural hair. Like, I feel like my natural hair is 4C. Like, it's coily, okay? And it shrinks so bad. And I've been getting relaxers ever since I was a child. I went natural for a couple of years, and I just could not bring myself to be comfortable with my natural hair. And I just feel like, especially like within our community, obviously there's texturism, but I also feel like, this is gonna sound so like kind of privileged, but I don't have to say it, but I just struggle with this. I feel like as a light-skinned black woman, I don't fit the beauty standard because of the texture of my hair. Like, I just don't feel confident when I wear my natural hair texture. Like, I don't at all. So I've always gotten relaxers, and I've always worn my hair in protective styles. Obviously, I know that's detrimental to think, and I know it's detrimental to our community, and it's a very privileged thing to say in comparison to the problems that brown skin and darker skinned women have to go through. I'm very aware of that. That's just one of my personal struggles, and I just wanted to say that because, yeah, texturism.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like and comment. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure your notification bell is on so you're notified every single time I post. Cousins, I understand what she is trying to say, but I just feel like the light skin comment was uncalled for. She didn't even have to sprinkle that in, but she is a light skinned woman, so I feel like she's just speaking from her experience. But let's be honest, there is a beauty standard when it comes to hair, when it comes to looks, when it comes to everything. But I just feel like as a black woman, you should not live by anybody's beauty standard but your own, okay? And having 4C hair doesn't mean your hair is nappy. I don't even use that word nappy because there's no such thing. People talk about good hair, bad hair. I don't feel like there's any such thing as good hair. I feel like all hair is good hair. That's just me. And there are a lot of people that claim they're pro-black, but as soon as they see you with your natural hair and your hair is not to their liking or to their standard, or is not sleeked back or in a way that they feel is acceptable, then that's when they start to make nasty comments about it. I just feel like rock the hair that you want to rock. Stop caring about what other people think. And I know it's very hard in this day and age because the look of what the aesthetic is, sometimes some people really do, they want to be that. But listen, baby, make your own aesthetic, okay? As a black woman, you are the aesthetic. Do you hear me? Like, don't let nobody tell you your hair needs to be straight, relaxed. You need wigs. Baby, you don't need wigs, okay? If you want to wear wigs, that's on you. If you don't want your natural hair, that's on you. But I feel like just love the hair you're in. And because she grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, a predominantly white school with predominantly white friends, and it doesn't seem like her mom, even though she's black, really taught her how to love her hair, because why are you relaxing your child's hair at an early age? Like, let's be honest. That's where the self-hatred starts, okay? You got to love who you are from the beginning. And it's hard from a child getting their hair permed and straightened to now being a grown woman. Of course, you're not going to know how to handle or deal with your hair because you were never even taught how to love yourself or love your hair. It doesn't matter what color you are. Let's be honest. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with what this woman is saying as a black woman, as a colored woman? Do you feel like there is an aesthetic that you have to strive to be accepted? How do you feel about this entire topic in this situation? Let me know how you guys feel about this. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye.
I'm gonna get straight to the point with this one. First things first, I never once said that 4C hair was something that only brown skin and dark skinned people have to deal with and should have to deal with. And I never once said that because I'm light skinned, I shouldn't have 4C hair. The entire point of my video was to say that Society holds light-skinned people to a certain beauty standard. And yes, that's an ignorant assumption that light-skinned people should look a certain way. And I said and I meant light-skinned. I said light-skinned and not mixed because there are light-skinned people who are fully black, like myself, that have coily hair. Just like there are dark-skinned and brown-skinned people who have looser curl textures. Black people are not a monolith. Like, we don't all look one certain way. But there is an ignorant assumption by a lot of people that light skin and mixed are synonymous, and just because you're light skinned, you're mixed, when that's not the case. There are also mixed people that have coily hair. So again, I said what I meant and I meant what I said when I was saying specifically light skin beauty standard. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, the beauty standard we have in the society of the United States is a Eurocentric beauty standard. So any features that anybody has that look more Eurocentric are going to be more socially desirable. But again, that's an ignorant assumption to make. I was solely speaking on the topic of texturism because I don't deal with colorism. I know that as a light-skinned woman, I benefit from colorism, but that doesn't mean that because I have 4C hair, I want to be more Eurocentric and da-da-da. I was solely speaking about my struggle with my hair and my insecurity because I know that there are a lot of other light-skinned women that also feel this way. Texturism, featurism, colorism, they can all exist in the same space without negating the experiences of other people. I completely acknowledge the fact that I know that I benefit from colorism. But again, that doesn't take away from the fact that I have insecurities. Like, being light-skinned doesn't mean I'm not gonna have insecurities. Maybe I could have worded what I was saying better, but the other problem here is that a lot of people heard me say as a light-skinned black woman and completely negated everything else that I had to say. Comments like this are comments I have been getting my entire life. The fact that there's no way in hell, basically, that I can have 4C hair. This is my natural hair texture. You cannot come here and tell me that that's not type 4 hair. It may be 4B, 4C, but that's not type 3 hair. This is my hair just simply like blown out. This was before, obviously, I went back to relaxing my hair, but that's my natural hair texture. Now, the more I come into my blackness and become more proud of the woman that I am and dissociate myself with the Eurocentric beauty standard, the more I think that my hair is beautiful. But it took me going to my HBCU to realize that my hair is beautiful on me. Again, now, I still get comments like this or comments of people saying that my hair doesn't fit me, that's not the hair they expected to see on me. And when I was transitioning the first time, and went natural the first time, hearing that while trying to learn to love my hair on myself and still being surrounded by white people, like, it was very hard for me to come into loving my hair. I grew up in a predominantly white space my entire life, so I got bullied for my lips, my nose, everything. As a child, the last thing I wanted to do was get bullied for things, right? Like, we're kids. We just want to fit in with our peers and be accepted for who we are. So I did what I could to fit in. But again, it took me intentionally placing myself in an environment where I could fully love myself and be around people who appreciate what it is to be Black. To start thinking like, I should love my hair. I should love everything about myself as a Black woman. So, speaking for myself only and my experiences, my entire life, I experienced what it is to be a Black woman because I am a Black woman. But on the other end of the spectrum, I had so many people invalidating my Blackness in many ways, and that affected the way that I viewed myself. Obviously now I'm older, I'm more mature, I'm knowledgeable, I continue learning and growing, and I realized that there's nothing wrong with me being a Black woman with Black hair and Black features, because that's what I am. So again, coming into my natural hair journey for the second time, I decided to be very public with this because there's a lot of other women, a lot of other girls who are struggling with the same thing, and I want to be the representation for those people that I didn't have. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Looking back on it, I wish I hadn't relaxed my hair again, but I can't change that. You know, I can only start with what I have now and where I am now.